What's up with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, people, humanity, fanboys and fangirls, and of course, what's up, because Morty's is Nintendo Sony for 2011, aka Manny Wolverine. And of course, you guys know rest interested on Twitch Forge's channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all the other stuff. Speaking of my Instagram, once again, I do talk about this on almost every single one of my videos, but that's okay, I don't give a fuck. It's all good in the hood for me. For you guys, hopefully, you like it too, if you're a Pokemon fan, obviously, but yeah, I caught about 5 shiny Turtwigs the other day. It was pretty much the same amount like I got for shiny Rolts last month, but I'm totally okay with that. I know some people that probably got 20, 40, 50 shiny Turtwigs, which, luckiest goddamn motherfuckers on the planet. I have no idea how envious as shit I am about those cocksuckers. But anyways, no offense to any of you guys that got 30, 40, 50 shinies if you play Pokemon Go. But as far as that goes, I think the only one I know that was like almost 100% was like this 93% female shiny Turtwig I got. So that's the one I ended up evolving into all the way to Torterra. And speaking of which, many people aren't aware of this. By the time I'm recording this video, the Unova Pokemon are officially out. The only two I've gotten so far is like a Purloin and Patrat. Usually I don't play Pokemon Go on Mondays. It's usually between either Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Sometimes once in a while Fridays. I know the only official days I don't play, unless it was Sunday, like it was yesterday with Community Day. That's the only time I'll play it is Sunday, Monday, and then Wednesday, Thursday. Usually the 4 days I don't play because either I'm real tired of shit from when I get back from work, aka IRL job that I have, unlike a lot of these other YouTubers. If this whole channel, my whole channel is gone. That's it. There's probably no way now I'll probably make another one. That's it. Said everything I had to say, and that's it. If it were to come down to my channel getting terminated, which would suck. It means the 801 people that are subbed to me, they won't never see me again. That would suck. I mean, you can still follow me on Twitter and Instagram, though, just in case that ever happens. Because at least on my Twitter and Instagram is completely safe as hell. Anyways, unless I get hacked, which hope to God that never happens. But then again, I'm not a person that has 1 million plus followers, and I'm not like a social media influencer. It's kind of a faggot thing for me to hear, but it is what it is. No offense to LGBTQIA, by the way. By the way, you get upset about everything. I don't know why the fuck you people in that community get pissed off about everything. Just deal with criticism. Fucking simple as that. I might not be gay or lesbian or bi. Never thought about sucking another man's dick, so thank God I'm not bisexual. But, hey, if you think about that all the time and you're that sort of person, hey, go for it. Just don't fucking tell me about it, because for me, that's kind of disgusting. You want to talk about a bitch eating her pussy out, then that's different. If you talk about dudes that sucking another guy's cock, now, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm sorry. I'm not gay, so that doesn't attract me, obviously. I'm a heterosexual. I'm a straight fucking male. Anyways, without that little fucking mini topic out the way. Oh, and by the way, I was listening to a bunch of real old school, like, classic. If any people remember Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2, had a lot of really good-ass underground hip-hop music in that series, which I know I don't really like heavy metal, death metal, and thrash metal sort of shit, but for the Tony Hawk series, it works. So I'm not going to say I tolerated it or I loved it. It was just, for me, it was just there to be there. So, maybe if I would have grown up as a white person and not Hispanic, maybe I would have liked it a lot more. I don't know. Not saying Hispanics don't listen to heavy metal thrash metal. They probably do. I didn't grow up in that environment. I grew up in a real ghetto projects, mainly a hip-hop, rap sort of like environment, you know? So, of course, I never really gave a shit about rock and roll or heavy metal, death metal shit. If you're into that, that's cool. I got nothing against you. It's not my cup of tea. Anyways, this one comes from Capcom for Nintendo. This is the one I talked about before. You've been following my channel for the past couple days. Comes from Brian N.E., like always. Capcom is developing a major MegaMan game. So, it's a couple days old. I know I'm a little late. Probably going to be over a week late by the time you guys see this. But, here we go. So, last year, Capcom finally delivered Mega Man 11. Fortunately, the series still has a bright future ahead of it, as the next major entry to the series has confirmed to be in development. Speaking with the Gamer, as translated by Rockman Corner, Mega Man series producer Kazuhiro Tsuchiya, hopefully I said that right, in the most Japanese way that I can, because I'm not Japanese, obviously. He told the site, "There are a lot of little titles I personally want to work on, but to tell the truth that the next game is being developed has already been decided on. I just like to keep the specific details hidden for the moment. Please wait until we make an announcement. Still, I think there is no such thing as a spin-off in the Mega Man series. Every saga is the main series of its own. When speaking of Mega Man, there will also be a people who will think of X are the ones that were like early mid-30s like me. I don't know. I remember I used to call him X a couple times, but I mainly called him Mega Man more than I did X. Because then you call him X-Man, and that's a Marvel sort of like franchise. Even though I think Marvel vs. Capcom were a thing a couple times, so I'm be surprised they do another Marvel vs. Capcom game again, maybe for the future PS5. I don't know. Or the next future Nintendo console or Xbox 720 or whatever the next Xbox is going to be called. We only know it's called Project Scarlet, and that's it. Let's move on. As well as the people who think of EXE, and I think that's why each one's concept of what Mega Man is changes depending on the generation. For that reason, we do not deny any of the series in the future. While we wait for the next big Mega Man game, fans can pick up Mega Man Zero ZX Legacy Collection at the start of 2020. Overall thoughts, views, and opinions. I've said it a couple of my times on my channel before. I've never really been a real hardcore Mega Man fan. Not saying it's because I didn't have the Sega Genesis, because when I was a 90s kid, I really only thought Mega Man series was only for like the Sega Saturn or Sega Genesis at the time. Even as an early 2000s kid, when it came out almost in the early 2000s. I think it came out in 1999, it might have been 2000. And I was watching like Dreamcast guy's video last week, and he was saying that the Dreamcast came out in 1999. I was like, oh, I thought it was 2000 all the time. The only two games I think I ever played besides Crazy Taxi and another game on there, I think it was called Poiko Poiko. I don't know. Pico Pico. I don't know. Some Japanese name. I don't think it got big here in the United States. Obviously, I played Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. And the other Dreamcast game I really liked playing on there, I know it was a really, really old, was the Shenmue series. Obviously, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to own the Dreamcast. And the stuff I learned from it when Dreamcast guy was talking about, I had no idea it did any of that, because this was until like 2009, like right after I got out of high school. That's when I started being a PC gamer, because before that, I only stuck with strictly handheld consoles or traditional consoles at the house. I never played fucking PC games until years later. But yeah, that's just me. I remember the first two when I played was Binding of Isaac in 2009, and then again 2009 was the Killing Floor series. That's what made me really, really get into a lot of FPS games and shit, because before that year, I didn't really give too much of a fuck about FPS games. That just shit bored the fuck out of me. I can understand why some people really, really love it, but for me, I just didn't care for it until that came out. And that's around when I think Black Ops 1 or 2 came out. That's when I started getting into Call of Duty, because before I used to think Call of Duty was fucking stupid. Not gonna lie, I just never gave a fuck about it. Not until like 2010, early 2011, that's when I kind of started getting into it, like my junior, senior of like community college at that time. That's when I went heavy into that shit. And I think after, I think the last Call of Duty I played was like Call of Duty Ghosts. I was like, I think 2013 or 14. So it's been about 6 or 7 something years the last time I played a COD game. So it's been a very long ass time. We know that Modern Warfare 2 is coming out at the end of this, not month, but another 2 more months. I think it's November it comes out. It's usually the big time when a lot of not PC games, but AAA action games start coming out. It is what it is though. So this one, I'm not sure who made it, but actually I could look at my phone real quick. Hold on one fucking second. Oh, and that's good. So, Borderlands 3 gamers dump onto the games, and Borderlands 2 stay for them. It comes from Polygon, and I know a lot of motherfuckers hate Polygon, but I'm just the person that likes games. I really don't give a shit about politics or the woman shit or any of that fucking goddamn garbage. For me, personally, that doesn't exist. If it does, you're probably going to see it in another 3 to 5 years from now manifest itself in real life. Not going to get too much into conspiracy theory rabbit hole shit, but it will happen. And I'm going to be against a lot of those things, so people are probably going to want to fucking kill me. And you know what? Fuck off if you want to kill me. Just saying. Just goddamn putting it the fuck out there. If you try to do it to me in real life, I'm probably going to have to kill you. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Anyways. So it says, disgruntled Borderlands 3 are happy about numerous connectivity performances they've encountered barely a day into the game's launch, and they're letting people know about it on the forums for Borderlands 2 on Steam. You may recall that Borderlands 3 is an Epic Game Store exclusive. Epic Game Store does not have forums, nor does it have user reviews. Thwarting, I don't know, it's thwarting and thwarting, I never could say that fucking goddamn word right. The primary means of the revenge for disappointing PC gamers. For a while, players are lighting up to the franchise's subreddit, the PC gaming subreddit, and the official forums of the Gearbox software. At Gearbox Software. Nothing says spite like unloading on a 7-year-old game and a marketing place that can't even sell a sequel. One Steam user pleaded with Borderlands 2 not to engage threads Engage threads on Borderlands 3 and include a link to the Gearbox forums. People are still popping and questioning the request to help Borderlands 3 performance. Frame rate drops and shudders appear to be the biggest boogaboo facing PC user. Oh, you probably got that shit from Courage the Cowardly Dog, but then again, a lot of these people are in their mid-late 20s, early 30s, so probably grew up with a lot of cartoon shit that I used to watch, so set their fucking a lot of simp male feminist fucking faggot fuck, so they can go fuck themselves. Once again, no offense to LGBTQIA. The word faggot, we used to use it as a word as being stupid, not because we hate gay people. Nowadays, you can't even say that shit. Oh, because you're canceled. You can't cancel me, motherfucker. Trust me on that. Even though I do got an IRL job, but it's nothing about being famous, so I'll be okay. Anybody that's famous, they are going to be fucked. Need help? Wrote one player. Regardless of the graphic settings, frequent reductions in the FPS, CPU, and GPU are only lowered to 60% RAM at 70, but they are the hard drives jump from 0 to 100% and hangs at about 100% when the FPS is reduced. I always turn off all Windows services. That might be the reason. Also check the disk fragmented them. Can be a reason for that. The game is installed on the same disk as Windows. Try an actual Borderlands 3 forum, someone replied. You'll probably get more responses. Type OP replied. Or thank you, OP replied. The most recent guidance from Gearbox Software's official Twitter account is that the studio is investing all of these various issues, and users are being steered into 2K games. Official support site to log a ticket. Back in April, when Gearbox announced Borderlands 3 and announced that it would be exclusive for the Epic Games Store, angry PC gamers flooded the users for Borderlands 2 with enough negative remarks that it triggers Steam's first ever hot topic review activity flag set up to combat review bombs. Borderlands 3 will launch for Windows PC as well as the PS4 and Xbox One. Yesterday, our review noted that the version that we played, obviously not a finished product, featured frequent crashes for the users on the different PC games. I don't know if there's any more than that, but overall thoughts, views, and opinions, yeah. Here's the thing, I did play a little bit of the first and second Borderlands series at the time, and it was cool. It was the first looter shooter game, which that's before I heard about that loot box shit. Barely 3 years ago. I think it was like 2016, 2017, when the whole Star Wars Battlefront fiasco debacle shit started going big at the time. That's when I really started hating the fucking shit out of microtransactions. And people that make those things for mobile games, now they're starting to make it more for console games. It's like, to be honest, it's really goddamn fucking upsetting. It's sad. For me as a 90s kid back in the day, I would have fucking goddamn hated that shit. There's no way in hell I would have never, ever in a million years been able to play video games if they would have had microtransactions and these bullshit ass fucking faggot loot box garbage shit. Fuck that. If it was like DLC or paid DLC, that would have been different. Sometimes I give that one a pass. Sometimes I kind of hate it a little bit. These cosmetic items. A lot of these younger Zenlennials, the ones that are younger than millennials, and even younger than me, because I'm like half, I want to say half Generation Z, but not a Zenlennial. Because I don't act like some fucking faggot that smokes reefers. Hashtag Vape Nation. I don't act like a faggot douchebag piece of shit like that. People that act like that, they need to fucking kill themselves, in my own opinion. And if you act like that, sorry, but you're a fucking asshole. Sorry. I'm not going to kiss ass and pretend that, oh, I totally agree with your lifestyle. No, I don't. If you're a fucking asshole piece of shit, I hope you fucking die in a car accident, piece of shit. Anyways, that is all I got to say for now. Borderlands, I'm not a hardcore Borderlands fan, but I do like the girls in there. I remember back in the first two, there was Lilith and Mad Moxie. Oh, God. I did used to fap off to both of them, too. Those motherfuckers were beautiful as hell. She was almost like a Harley Quinn of what video games were. That's what, like, Mad Moxie reminds me of. That is all I got to say for now, and I'm out of here. Links in the description box down below to the video I got this information from, and I'm out. Peace out once again. Ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, I'll talk as many keyboards out there. I'll see you and I see you guys a day. Have a good night. Wherever you're in the universe out there. Stay tuned for future content on the channel, including internet news, video game industry news, anime manga news, and that's it. Peace out, my sauerkraut. Laters and goodbye. And we'll see you people on the flip side. Peace.